Hi, Will. We're here to talk about Peter Rabbit 2, which I'm very excited that's coming out finally after all what's happened. And I want to ask you, one of my favorite things about the last movie and this one is the natural and amazing blend of animation and live action. And I want to ask you about the behind the scenes of all that, you directing and the actors playing with the thing that's not on set.
Yeah, it's the first one was a little. I've never done it before, and a lot of the actors, well, some of them had, but it was a learning experience for them, and they talk about it all the time. But a lot of the time, they would be acting against sometimes someone in blue, sometimes a tennis ball, sometimes nothing, often nothing. If Peter spoke, I would do the voice of the other side of it. If Peter didn't speak, the actors had to just pretend it was there, and it's really difficult. Because it's harder, you can't just say, look there. You have to really focus on a very specific point. So we had incredible visual effects people who would oftentimes use a laser to see exactly where to look and then quickly turn it off. But it was a challenge for the actors, but I think they did a good job.
Will, what's the lesson that you treasure the most after the first movie, after the success of it, after the criticism also, we have to say it, after the happy families and also the angry fans?
Well, if you watch the second movie, it's all about not listening to what people say about you. There's my answer.
That's it. Okay.
That's it.
I like that answer. Since the first movie, I'm always really amazed about the amazing cast that you have. What was the challenge to get all these actors? And we have David Oyelowo in this new movie. How hard or how easy was to convince them?
Rose Byrne and Donald Gleason, we're all very close friends. It was not hard at all. And I really wanted David Oyelowo from the very beginning, because he's got that great combination of he's suave, but he can be mean, and he's much funnier than people ever imagined, as you can see in this movie. I had to talk to him for a while, but subsequently when he came down to the movie where we shot in Australia kind of halfway through. And everyone was going back to your first question, everyone knew how to deal with the fake animals, but David kind of walked in and had no idea what was going on. And he was very kind of nervous, not knowing what to do. But Rose and Donald kind of helped him through it, and I helped him through it. And we've all subsequently become good friends. And it wasn't hard. I think everyone likes the idea of being in a family movie for their kids, which is why we all did it. And Rose has kids, David has 4 kids, and Donald is a big kid. It was all for that.
I will always remember this amazing thing about the first movie when we have the birds that are flying and suddenly they crashed.
As small as your dreams, I know that Sorry!
And you as a writer, what's the challenge of that? Like using a voice that created these amazing characters and you matching your voice.
I think it's very important, and I think especially this movie, because we all love Beatrix Potter. I think we had to kind of honor Beatrix Potter, but also kind of make it our own, make it more kind of contemporary. And I think it's important early on in a film to kind of get the tone out there. Now, you cannot like the tone, but at least you know what it is. You're not confused by it. So I think that the opening scene with the birds, which caused some controversy, I think very early on got that out. And subsequently in the second movie with the wedding, it's the same kind of idea.
I love listening to you, how proud and how good you are with all these characters and the story. If you could live in this world with these rabbits, who would you be?
I'm pretty definitely Peter. There's no question about that. A lot of stuff he does, I've done. I would like to be Peter. I like to live in the borough. That's what I would like to do.
After seeing these comedies that you've done in the past years and Peter Rabbit, how would you describe like your development as a creator, and where do you wanna like go in the next years?
You sound like my parents. I think that the movies I make are all about where I am in life. First high school movie, then I did a romantic comedy, then I had a kid, so I did a musical. I did different genres every time. Now I want to do a big live action animated movie, so I did this for the kids. I think as I keep growing, it's all about what I'm going through in my life, and the stories kind of reflect that. And I do love working in different genres. So the next movie will be a different genre, much more adult, but the story that we're telling is kind of, as I keep getting older and making more mistakes, that's what will be in the movies as well.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.